What? Yes, people, and welcome back to another video on the Bridge YouTube channel where we bring you all things Chelsea. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. And listen, I'm on me. I don't think I should be on me, but anyway, either way, hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Lots to talk about. Obviously, we did get the announcement today, of course, that Liam Rosenior, or is it, how did he say it? Rosenior. Either way, I'm just gonna say it the French way. It's much easier for me personally. No disrespect to obviously the guy himself, but either way, he's obviously been announced as the new manager of the club. You've obviously got a few other things as well to consider, which is that we've had the CST, which is the Chelsea Supporters Trust. I don't know if you're a part of it or not, but you actually got sent, I think 3 days ago. We got sent like a little fan, what's it called, questionnaire essentially, is what I would call it. And they've kind of released some of the results in regards to some of the CST's people's thoughts, of course, on the ownership and then just the model in general. So we're definitely going to talk about that as well. We're obviously going to preview the Fulham game, and you've got an Igbali Puffies, as some have been calling it. I'm probably just going to call it. They've been trying to convince people about something like that. They've been trying to convince people, obviously, of their viewpoint, of course. But obviously, we should of course start with the fact that the manager obviously has been announced. And let me just bring that up real quick because there was actually a few fixtures that have just been released by the club actually of Liam at the club. So let's show you those right about now. I just need to log into the actual website first. Bear me, I've got a new keyboard as well, so testing out the keyboard here a little bit, my fingers. Big up to everyone that's here, big up to our boy Prime, Ash, Curtis, Mr. HD, Vic, and Tarkin, if I've said that correctly. I hope I have. I hope I've not butchered your name completely. But let's go on and bring that up first, which is this one. Bish Bash. Wow. It is Arsenal fan just here to say thank you for getting a draw. Like this is what that's happened to the game I love. Like this is what we're doing. But either way, here we are. This is obviously the beginning bit of the news, of course, that we should definitely talk about, which is Rosenior himself being shown arriving at Cobham. Obviously he's obviously 41 years old, as you know, or many of us here know. The thing that I want to really talk about is that they've given this guy a 6-year deal, by the way, which is very crazy. I don't know why they keep giving managers 6-year deals. They gave Maresca, I think it was like either a 5-year or like 5.5-year deal. They've given this guy a 6-year deal. They've given Graham Potter a 6-year deal. They're giving everyone like 6-year deals. Like, what's going on? Like, the only thing that I can say that obviously they've done a much better job of doing, of course, is the fact that, of course, they've put in a break clause into his contract, which means they probably won't have to pay anything if he gets sacked or if he does a certain amount of games. Would it be whether there's a certain amount of games that he's lost, or the senior break clause would also include the fact if there's like a level of mutual termination, of course. So, but either way, like obviously they've put in the break clause, which is obviously I think a lot more ideal compared to some of the other stuff they've had previously. But I'll be real though, 6 years even before the break clause is still a bit crazy in my personal opinion. I don't know what you guys' thoughts are, but for me, hearing that 6 year deal is kind of mad. It's like obviously because you're not assuming that they're going to be doing that level of contract or contract length in general. So I would say I'm kind of surprised by that at the end of the day as well. Let me bring up this also. There's been a few pointers obviously that they've decided to discuss about as well, which I think we should of course break down, of course, which is this. Let me just share this tab instead. Wow, this new screen is crazy. It's too big. Oops. There we go. So this is from Sky Carve. He says that this is like obviously some of the stuff that Rosenior is going to be doing and abiding by, which is that Rosenior, not a yes man, but he will fit into the structure better than Maresca did. Rosenior, seen as being able to handle the media better than Maresca. Rosenior won't have the power to say, go and get me this player. Will only be able to make recommendations to the sport and leadership team. The last point is basically the same thing as Enzo Maresca. The whole point of him, the whole thing they told him was that you have to give us archetypes, and then obviously they'll bring you the player of pretty much between 18 to 25 years old, as we've all known about for quite a while in time. So that last point isn't surprising to me, but I'm not sure this first point doesn't make sense to me. Rosenior not a yes man, but will fit into the structure better than Maresca did. I'm not sure what that means. Are you saying that it's going to be better behaved? Because then that's still yes man behavior. I'm not really sure. Like, I just don't understand that point in particular personally. Like, that point for me seems a little bit null and void, at least in my opinion, in regards to he's going to fit into the structure better, but he's also not a yes man. It's a bit two things that don't make sense. Either he's going to be a guy that's going to be a well-behaved, employee, or not. For me, that just means, and if someone is a better employee, that just means they're still a yes man, are they not? Yes, we're gonna talk about that one a little bit, Vic. Bear with me. That's the last one I'm gonna talk about actually, because that was very interesting to say the least. I've got a few opinions on that one as well. But exactly, Tigro. Like, if he's subservient, then he's still technically a yes man. So like, I don't really understand the point in that regard. Like, just say that he's a yes man, bro. There's no, There's nothing really for me at that point to be, arguing for or against in that case. So I just think for me personally, it's a little bit stupid in my personal opinion. I don't know about you guys. The other thing, obviously, which again I'm not surprised by. Again, obviously, if you look at us in the table, we're only 3 points behind Liverpool, right, who are in fourth place, and of course, we're still very much well in the race for that UCL position. Top four is critical, of course, and that's something they've clearly made clear. We wouldn't be having this level of obviously transfer over, this level of stuff that's occurring right now, of course, if this was not the case. This is why, again, they've sacked him now. Because clearly for them, I don't think they saw Maresca's going to be able to get them top four, at least on some level too. I think that's probably like a logical take to have. But again, him getting top four is expected. I've said this before, in terms of my own personal opinion on the matter of top four, he can still get top four. Again, I think what you need to do with the squad, is a few tweaks here and there, as I said before. I think switching to the system that we are in right now, is fine, to the three in the back system. Having 2 10s there, maybe playing a bit more of Delap in that role, having Gusto as a wing back alongside maybe a Pedro Neto on the other side, right? I think you have all of the different materials at hand there to make this work quite well. I'll be honest with you. I used to think Bright Envelope is some joke, but damn, it's not. The thing is, you need to understand, I'm going to start this comment, we're going to talk about this later, but Fifth gets UCL, maybe not Tigra, but Tiga. But as I've always said many a time before, we need to also be careful in regards to that, right? I always say, always stay safe, go for the fourth place position, right? That's just the most logical solution to do. aim for 4th place. You're only 3 points behind it anyway. Liverpool face Arsenal, who they may more than likely will lose. If you win our game against Fulham, that's basically you're in the top 4 then, basically, right? So again, you've already got yourself back into that position before Rosenior's even started his first EPL game as manager. So again, that's one thing I will say as well. No, he will not be. It will be Kyle McFarlane, the manager that was of previously. That's also going to be managing the team as well. So again, I feel like they're already playing a system similar to what thingy Rosenior is already playing. So don't be surprised if we continue to play that system as well. That's what I would say. Tyler definitely back in Rosenior, it seems. But the other thing that we should also talk about, this is some of the stuff that some of the reasons as to why they've chosen him, which, you know, again, very very PR-ish, as I've said many a time before. But I think it's best to at least read, you know, what PR they're trying to put out for Rosenior. Rosenior is viewed as an elite coach with huge potential who can bring stability and continuity to the Chelsea project. Chelsea leadership want a possession-based team who control games and start with a solid defensive base. I mean, that's very funny, that line, because solid defensive base. I wouldn't really say necessarily that you've got a solid defensive base, but that's just me. That's just me personally. Much appreciated, Tyler. Much appreciated, bro. Rosenior also impressed by showing he can work collaboratively, and he has a strong record of both improving players and keeping them fit at Strasbourg. Rosenior is viewed as someone who can build a long-term bond with Chelsea supporters. That's what I'm saying. Well, listen, I hope that's the case, innit? That's what I'm saying. I feel like Rosenior is going to go only 2 routes on a personal level. It's either going to go boom or bust. I don't think there's even like a middle ground for this guy. He literally is the extreme. It's going to go to the Potter direction, yeah, or it's going to go a completely different direction, right? So that's the only way it's going to go, honestly. I agree with that comment, by the way. We cannot stick to too much or too much emphasis of control. I actually agree with that comment, DHL. With the team that we've got, we can't stick to that. And we have to, in my personal opinion, I think having possession like for the time is fine, but we also need to like tweak the things a little bit here and there, and we cannot focus on just controlling the game. I don't, because right now I don't necessarily think controlling the game via possession is fine, but trying to control every aspect of the game and being worried about losing possession is the big worry in my eyes, though. So that's what I would say to that as well. Continuing on to the news. Obviously, that came out this morning. Interesting, like the pictures. This is some of the quotes, obviously, that he's had, because he literally had obviously a press conference today at Strasbourg, obviously, which was his goodbye press conference, which, you know, is very rare. But that does not necessarily happen actually in football. Because like, as a Serie A watcher personally, man, I ain't ever seen Allegri do ciao, you know what I mean, ciao che bello, you know what I mean. He don't do that thing right there. But generally speaking, they don't really usually do this unless you're like a legendary coach. Because I know it happens quite a few times in Spain as well at the end of the day. So that's something obviously to think about. But the fact he's done it in France for Strasbourg, fair play to him, innit? Fair play to him. Big up to my boys, the United States of Chelsea. Hope you do well, guys. It was nice to be on your show. We did an actual review. Actually did a review of him straight after the game for Chelsea versus Man City. Please make sure to tune in. Put your link into the chat, obviously, for your YouTube channel, and I'll make sure that the guys get to watch you guys as well. Of course, big up to them, man. Great. So it was great, guys, man. What's it called? Second time in my lifetime. Hey, exactly. That's actually true. No, because like, when was Ruud Gullit manager? Because I need to think about this, yeah. Because I was born in '98. I can't remember if Ruud Gullit was in charge at that point in time, Adrian. So you're gonna have to correct me. But obviously, Adrian, man, unlucky. Listen, unlucky, Adrian. Obviously, you weren't able to get into the quarterfinals. RIP South Africa. You know what I mean? We will talk on Discord tomorrow. You know, Adrian, I am gonna cook you. I'm gonna cook you. Oh, then yes. Ruud Gullit existed. This is the second black manager I've seen. Well, because it's July, so I didn't see him then, but it is what it is. Let me see. Is the headphones connected?
How's it going?
How are you doing, AJ? You doing good, bro?
That's me, Lucas. Wrong person.
Oh my god, sorry, my bad. Sorry, Lucas. How you doing, bro? You doing good?
No, all good, all good. So how
Yeah,
are you
all
feeling
good.
about the hiring? We all kind of knew it, so it's not a surprise, but
Listen,
it is
North
what it is.
Africa, chill out. I just want to say, North Africa, can we chill out, please? You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say on that one. All I'm saying, man, I'm a Diallo, just like my name for the name player. He's gonna crash it on you, Safi, bro. I promise you on that one too. Up the charts, my boys. Big up to you. Not much appreciated. It's in the past about Afcon we move. All right, bro. All right, bro. But I think obviously the one thing I would mention just really quickly, on the what was I talking about? I was talking about Rosenior, obviously, which is that I just think for me to get top four is not too hard. Okay, this game week actually, if Callum does his thing and the players pretty much play well with the formation that we play right now, and he makes a few tweaks of, I think, Gusto playing wing back, have Neto play on the other side potentially, right? And then you have obviously the two tens of Esteban and Palmer with the lap. I
Yeah,
actually think that's and you have Andre Santos, Caicedo coming back, and Enzo. I actually think that, again, Liverpool and Arsenal play. Liverpool probably won't beat Arsenal. Let's keep it real, boys. They probably lose to them, right? You're in the top four race again. You're back in the top four, essentially. I don't know what their goal difference is compared to us, but I think we might have a bit. I think it's either the same or they might have a little bit more. We have a little bit more than them. But again, you're back in business. You're back in business. So I think for me, them saying you need to get top four. Yeah, I don't think it's a harsh take, as I think many people are saying as well.
yeah. I don't think it's gonna be that as difficult as people think it is. This league is not good, bro. Like Aston Villa, they're flying right now, but I could also see them lose like 2, 3 in a row. Like,
Exactly.
and
Yeah, I can.
it's just they're not as good as people make them out to be. They just got on a very good run. Like people forget it's a team that lost like the first 5 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, like what are they, 40 something points now or whatever? So like
Exactly.
all we have to do is just get on like a good run, good run of games and like a
I'm gonna
four or
be
five.
honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. January, we play all in London, all against
Yeah,
teams that are basically not good, barring Arsenal for the Carabao Cup. I'll be real with you. If we were going on a winning streak in January, I think top four is guaranteed at that point. You can guarantee top four with yourself, and I think we play half the games. I think half the games, yeah, are against sides that you can do. I think at home or like away by like 3 or 4 miles, basically. So I actually think personally we can get top four. I'll be honest with you. This in January. If we do well in January with our run, I think we can do it honestly.
the thing is, I don't think this team is as bad as it's shown. I honestly think the he lost the dressing room. I think it's a combination of things. Like I think his like in-game management is some of the worst I've seen.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I'll just let you off
Yeah,
like some. Repeat
yeah.
that
So
again.
I think he kind of lost the dressing room a little bit, and I don't think his in-game management was doing the team any favors as well. Like some of the
I agree.
substitutes, even like the last game, right? This McFarland guy, like the substitutions that he put on, they made an impact, right? The lap he
Exactly.
came on, he made an impact. Like the players that he brought on, they made an instant impact in the game. So he went 4-3-3, right? We had three in the midfield, like we had like more control, and it was, you know, we dominated second, like big parts of the second half. So, you know, just simple things like that. I don't know that much about Liam. Like I've only watched maybe about 5 games with Strasbourg. From what I saw of him, he plays like a 3-4-2-1.
Mm-hmm.
I think he plays 4-2-3-1 at times as well, if I'm not mistaken. But it's really going to depend on what he wants to do with the squad. From what Joey said, that potentially because these are different players, we might set up a little bit differently, maybe a 4-3-3 in some games. So I'm not really sure like how he's going to approach it. But yeah, I think we can. And I think this team is a lot better than it has shown. I'm not saying that the wingers are great, but I think if we play in a system where we have 2 10s, maybe the lap can get a little bit more service. We could score more goals, and then we can create a little bit more as well.
I don't
So
think.
we'll see, man.
I generally am of the belief. I think you can. I understand that the squad in general is not great. I get that there's some parts of the squad which are just
Yeah,
basically
yeah,
cooked. Let's not get it twisted. There's the section in this squad where they need deep surgery, man. They need like heart bypass. They need everything to make them get back to life. Like, let's not
But
get
it's like
twisted. Yeah.
Aston Villa, right, Ahmed? Like, is Aston
Yes.
Villa that great? Like, let's
But
be honest.
no,
You
I
know what I'm
agree.
saying?
But this is what I'm getting to though. But I do think at the same time, you can at least, you can keep us like, functioning for the short
Yeah,
term, if that makes sense,
yeah,
right? A tweak here, a tweak there. I think the team can function on that level, if that makes sense. That's the way I look
yeah.
at it at the very least.
I agree. I agree. Like, you look at
So
like the form Liverpool's been in. You look at the form that like Man United. We're tied with it. Like, these teams are not great. Ollie going into Man United now, that's going to be like it's going to be a circus, bro. They're not going to do anything with Ollie at the wheel.
I
And
can't
like at
believe
the
that he
same
came
time,
back.
like
I actually can't believe he came back. By the way, that was
Pedro,
hilarious.
I am
That's not
laughing
real.
like crazy right now.
That is not real. That's not a real institution,
No,
man.
no, it's
I've been
funny
telling.
because
I was telling my guys because like I was telling my guy Staffy. Yeah, I was like, we're trying to get top four, bro. You're trying to get top four. You're already like 4 points off it, and we're bringing in. We're either gonna stay on Fletcher, because yesterday was like we're gonna stay on Fletcher, yeah. And I was like, that sounds very crazy to me. And then now I'm hearing Ole's coming back, and it's just like I was deep in it today because someone said this to me. I was listening to I listened to this big UK journalist like combined podcast that they do like for themselves, right? And they were like mentioning, Ole. Some of these players got Ole sacked. Some of them don't have good relationships with this manager,
bro,
and they brought him back, bro. So it's like I'm not sure what's gonna happen here. Like I remember, like
bro,
one of the things I forgot. I remembered is that
what's funny,
Delo and Ole, for example, don't have a good relationship, if I'm not mistaken. So how is that
bro?
gonna work? Like,
Bruno was part of that team, by the way. Bruno,
yes,
there's
this
there's
is
not a
what I
lot
was
of
saying.
Luke Shaw was part of that team. Like, there's a lot of Maguire. Like, there's a lot of players from that team, bro.
That's what, like a good like 80% of that squad that was under Ole still exists. So it's just like
Yeah,
I
they're
have no
not.
idea what's going on, bro. But
The thing is with Ollie, like, he's the type of manager I'm it that he'll get on a good run, like 4 games in a row, right? And people are like, be like, oh, this guy's a great manager, and then he'll lose like 4 games in a row, and right when he's about to get sacked, he'll win like back-to-back games.
yeah,
So
he
he
has
never leaves. He never leaves,
bro.
bro.
He's hilarious, man. Generally, bro, he has like it is, yeah. If you're a wrestling fan, yeah, if you played the WWE 2K before, yeah, or this is the old SmackDown versus Raws, yeah, he's got like resilience plus plus, bro. Like you got 1, 2, and he's got like the red line is like that, yeah, for you to hit to tap out of it, yeah. He's got that, yeah, that juice where you can just press like R2 and O2, yeah, and then like we can hit it.
He's
I
the
don't know why,
luckiest
bro.
manager I've ever seen, bro. Every time I thought he would get sacked, he'd get like on a 2-game run.
You know what, man? You know who I also felt like was Loki. Poch had that juice too. I cannot even lie to you, bro. Poch was another one, yeah, bro. Oh my god, the Poch stories, bro. I was crashing out weekly on this guy, yeah. And then the worst, what made it worse? I felt like I went to his last game of the season. You know how crazy it is?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but that's the
Real.
thing. Like, the thing is, like, he this is the guy, bro. Like, he played Pogba DM. Like, he ruined Pogba's career, bro. I'm just gonna just say it, bro. Like, they didn't buy any players to support Pogba at all, bro. Like, he played DM part of his time there, but
yeah. Shout out to Gabriel, man, long-term subscriber. Pleasure to see you here, bro, as always. Now, Fletcher and Ole make make more sense to United than Rosenior for CFC. Come on, we lost the essence of football with this so-called model. It's rep of modern life, data, stats, no emotions, and robots. I can understand that, and listen. Data, too much data analysis in football is obviously a bad thing. I agree with that with you, Gabriel. But I think for me, essence is a good point. I obviously would like to have like maybe a former player there, here and there, obviously. But the thing is, I don't think that was ever good. I don't know, like a lot of our legends, I don't know how to explain this, yeah. I feel like they're like larger than life figures. Like I don't know if they could ever like stay. Does that make sense, Lucas? Where I feel like yes, they're like legends of Chelsea, but they're even like bigger than Chelsea, if that makes sense. I don't know how else to put it, if that makes sense. Like I don't really see them just staying at the club, because I feel like they're even bigger figures than what they are at just Chelsea themselves. Like an easy example, like even though I know Lampard's come back to the club twice, But I feel like Lampard's figure is just bigger than what he's done at Chelsea. Like, is what he's done on the grand stage and everything like that.
It's weird because like I feel like a lot of these legends after they left Chelsea, like they didn't like Has right. We didn't really hear anything from him after like this period of like bad run we've had. We didn't really hear anything from like some of the guys that like Drogba. You rarely ever hear anything in the media about him. It's usually like Joe Cole or it's like Terry.
A lot of them didn't go. Cause you know what it is? Because like a lot of them haven't gone into that the next stage of like football. Sometimes it's either like a managerial career or even like a punditry thing, right? Like a lot of them, bro. They just when they finished with the game, they like really finished with the game.
But you see Man United, right? You see Ferdinand. You see freaking Scholes, right? You have guys like Roy Keane, right? They're all like always Gary Neville, right? Chelsea, like I feel like we don't really have like a lot of like Chelsea guys in the media, and I feel like they don't really like get involved too much.
You know what it is, man? I feel like they made. You know what it is, man? I feel like they made too much money on the Roman, bro, and they were like, "Let's just retire and just watch the game from the sidelines." That's what it feels like to me, low key. Like I feel like a lot of them, bro, they made a lot of money. They were like, you know what? We can watch football, relaxed.
But that's how it works, bro. Like take R9 for example, for national team, right? He went into tennis, bro, because he's like, national team is an embarrassment, and I'm watching tennis now.
That's what I'm saying. Like I know, like I get what Greenville was saying because like I think it's like a fair point that we should probably be bringing in like some of our former legends. But like, bro, a lot of them, bro, like Petr Cech is playing flipping ballers league. I saw that the other day, or like he's playing hockey. Like he just left football after that. Like Obi Mikel, like I do you hear about Obi Mikel anymore on his podcast? I don't think so, bro. I don't even.
Hell, man, that guy is a sellout.
Bro, he got the call, and I've not heard about him since. Oh, we're gonna talk about sellouts, by the way.
The whole thing is Osimhen, bro. If he didn't bring in Osimhen, like he that's his whole thing. That's Obi Mikel right there.
Yeah, man. But like, I just think, guys, you know what I'm saying, guys. Like, I just think for me, a lot of these guys, they just, they've moved on. You know what I mean? They've enjoyed. They're enjoying their life now. They got a lot of money. I don't think they give a crap about Chelsea anymore, boys. I hate to put it like this, bro. Genuinely, there's no like. I feel like, and I think the other thing that listen, this is like another. I think a critique. I think both of the previous ownership to an extent and then the new ownership. Like I never felt like there was like any respect given to these guys in the sense like we don't really we don't renovate them as much. If in my personal opinion, like we don't have like
Foley with Ruud Gullit. He's like, who is this guy?
That's what I'm saying. Like we don't really renovate. Like the new ownership. I don't know. You don't even know like a legend. Ruud Gullit's even a bigger legend than Chelsea. I can't even lie. This guy's like one of the best players of all time. He's one of the best all-time players
of all time. He's like, who are you? Are you a football player?
Yeah, man. Man. And so for me, like, I just feel like for me in general, like, I look at a lot of this stuff. I just don't think we respect our legends as much.
We don't. And our owners, they have such a like low football IQ. Like they don't know anything about football, bro. They are like the most clueless. They're some of the most clueless owners I've seen, bro. Because if you don't know about anything about football, you at least put people that like understand how to run the club. Not only do they not know football, they want to intervene in the decisions that are being made by the sporting directors. So it's a shit show, bro. I think Bowley, I think Iqbali, they're all the same thing to me. Like they're clueless. It doesn't really matter if it's one or the other. They're both useless, unfortunately, and we just have to hope that our players kind of develop on their own. Because if they expect anything from the SDs, like you're not gonna get anything, bro.
Bloody hell,
you're not gonna get anything, bro.
No, I understand. I think definitely no. That Ken Bates was definitely like he was like I want to get the best of the best. Did
you read some of the reports today, Ahmed, where they were talking about like, oh, we're gonna get a black the pathway of Anselmino, and it's like this is what it is, bro. This is what we've become. Like you just.
I saw like there's a quote when you talk about transfers, which I read today, and I was like, oh dear.
The next guy up, and I'm like, bro, he might be very talented. He's 16 years old.
Did you view Poch on his last game too? I wasn't actually at Poch's last game, unfortunately. That was we won that game actually. Funny enough, I think wasn't this that the Caicedo long goal? If I'm not mistaken, that's when it happened as well. and in his game. I think it was actually against Bournemouth too in that game, or it was Brighton, one of those, because it was the final game of the season of that year, if my memory serves me correctly. Oh, the Ravens finally sacked him. Thank God. Either way, we move. But yeah, I want to bring up his quotes real quickly. Just bear me for one hot moment whilst I bring them up. After this, we are going to speak about the CST's fan survey, which I actually took part in. So maybe you'll see some of my percentages somewhere around about there. So we'll definitely talk about that in a little bit. But there was more quotes. Like what? I don't think he has all of his quotes. I'm assuming pies, but because I knew there's like a transfer quote about this. But let's bring this up real quickly for everyone to see. Armin, I only just hire their friends. The thing is, you say they hire their friends. I don't think even they hire their friends, mate. What's it called? Our owners think the success is in other aspects of life, in business, finance, and transfers to football. I agree with that one. That I agree. McFarlane for life, mate. McFarlane for life, mate. In DCA. Let's go. On Saturday night, I didn't know what was going to happen. Since then, I've been given permission to speak. I've been given permission to speak. Two for me, actually not for me. It's the truth. One of the biggest football clubs in the world, and the Club World Cup champions. Yeah, we need to stop getting the Club World Cup, man. Can we stop doing that, please? I'm sorry. I cannot rate that cup on a personal level. I cannot turn down this opportunity. They have an incredible squad and an incredible fan base. They are Club World Cup winners. Okay. Yeah, we keep saying this, and I'm not believing it. But do you remember the quote about the transfers? Because the quote about transfers, which I was which I'm gonna try to bring up. I'm gonna look for it. I'm looking for it right now.
You talk about the Anselmino one and stuff, like where they're. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
There was because it was something that he mentioned. Like it was something that got mentioned about like it was Anselmino. Maybe it's on Dodgers. Maybe Dodgers reported it. It was like these guys. I don't know, man. But so I remember there was like it was like a very specific quote.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for it.
Yeah, so many just got confirmed for the Here We Go. By the way, guys, I just saw that on the side of my eye. This is the Chelsea.
Did Palmer ever say anything about Rezega?
Not he's been. You know, Twitter is a funny place. You know.
Listen, shout out to Palmer, man. Shout out to Palmer.
I don't know if you saw. You know. I don't know if you saw this, but on Twitter they were like saying, "Oh, he's liking females on Instagram, but he's not. He can't give a goodbye post to the manager." So,
bro, he hated him so much, man.
I don't think he liked him. I don't think he liked him. I said this before.
I hated him so much, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, the thing is, right? Let me just put it like 100. Like these type of guys, like him and Esteban, they don't even. I don't think Esteban said anything either.
I said this before. Only like 5 or 7 of the starting 11.
No, the thing is, right?
And subs.
These guys are mavericks on this. These guys don't like to. They don't do this positional bullshit, bro. Just let them play football, man. Like let them give them free roam and like let them run around the pitch and do whatever the fuck they have to do. You know, like they don't like this whole like, oh, you have to be here, you have to overlap and all this bullshit, bro. You know, put the freaking wingers where they have to be. You know, have overlapping fullbacks and then have them cross the ball into the box, bro. It's not that complicated. You know, I hate managers who have to overcomplicate everything, man. Because the thing is, these managers, Ahmed, they want to look like geniuses. So they want to like overdo everything. So it's like, oh, I'm like some freaking tactician and blah 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 and all this nonsense, bro. Like, it's not gonna win you football games, man. Is that it? Maybe it's one of those quotes. I feel like.
I don't know what. I can't find the quote, bro. I've been trying to find the quote. I don't know what it is.
Fab Bomba. Was that Ollie?
No, he just got confirmed that I think he signed the deal, Semenyo.
I don't care about Semenyo. He's not that good anyways.
Damn, fast.
I don't think he's that good anyways.
Yeah, but you know what? This really I want to talk about this real quickly. We'll come back to that quote that I obviously made, but I don't know if you may know, but the Blues feed and SI Phillips, as you guys know, I wouldn't call them. They're not ITKs, of course, but they're like they basically have their own like way of getting sources from Chelsea, obviously, and discussing stuff in the club, and essentially they were able to sit down the Chelsea leadership team. Now we don't know who that could be. They've not. I don't think they've mentioned any names, Lucas and chat. So, for all I know, it could be Igbali. For all I know, it could also be it could be Stanley Stewart or Sam Jewell. We have no idea who they've spoken with, by the way, and I don't know if they're allowed to do it. So it seems to be something like this. They've kept the guy who's spoken to off the record, but they've obviously and this is what I think they've said essentially. I remember this guy. I always remember that he was a YouTuber. I forgot that he was a YouTuber. Oh, fair enough. But I'm going to obviously bring up what they've spoken about. So the Chelsea leadership team tell us why they're doing this youth-led strategy. So this is what they've said basically. Yeah, the club recognizes that there are around 5 European teams. They are effectively impossible to compete with directly on a financial level, due to differences in overall revenue, stadium income, and state of ownership. PSG, Bayern, Barca, Real Madrid, and Manchester City. So those are the 4 teams they apparently think, we cannot compete with financially, essentially. And I think that's fair enough. I actually, you know what? I don't listen with the stadium you've got right now and the revenue you're making right now. I don't really feel like that's a hot take. I don't know about you.
What was that?
So they basically saying that we cannot compete with 5 European teams financially, apparently.
Yeah.
So, and they're saying it's PSG, makes sense. But Bayern, I don't know. I can't really speak on Bayern's finances, so I can't really speak on them too much.
The thing is, Bayern, Ahmed, they give out really big wages. Like, if you look at Bayern's wages, it's crazy.
I know. I agree.
Like, it used to be crazier. Like, a couple years ago, like half their players were like on 300K. Like, it was crazy, right? Like, Bayern are a very stable club financially, and like they have, like, their sponsors are good, but because they win a lot, it's like they're like a premium brand, a legacy club, right? Decades of success.
I agree.
Always in the Champions League. They go far in the Champions League. With Barcelona, like, it's more debt. Like they generate a lot of revenue, but a lot of debt.
For me, I agree. Barca, I know Barca. I just think it's a name thing with Barca. I'll keep it real. I don't think it's a financial thing. Real Madrid, they do have the financial thing. I agree. And City, I agree.
Barcelona, they generated a lot of revenue, but they have a lot of debt, and like a lot
transfers,
of and a lot of their future like revenue is tied into like they like
paying off debts. Yeah,
exactly. So it's complicated.
Biden, I just think it's a name thing. I think they put it around. But by the way, this brings up another question. By the way, So if you are agreeing and understanding that we cannot compete with them on a financial level due to stadium income, what happened to the stadium, bro? You know what I mean? What happened to like again? This for me brings up actually more bigger questions, by the way, because it's like if you are guys that say we are financially cannot compete with these guys. All right, then. So what are we trying to do then to compete with them on a financial level?
Ahmed,
what happened to the stadium? That's what I'm saying. What's the financial sponsor? But that's one thing. What about also the stadium then? Because they're talking about stadium by the income, and I'm like, what happened to them competing for the outscore stuff then, innit? Because like they haven't even brought that forward. We've had no plans, or allegedly they're not even doing any plans yet for stadium stuff, for stadium related stuff. So I look at those 2 things and I'm just like, I can't lie, that's a you problem, bro. That really is a you problem.
Total incompetence, man. Like we haven't.
Like this, I get when we don't have Saudi ownership, there's state ownership, which is fair enough. But the other 2, bro, that's kind of on you.
Bro, even like a basic sponsorship deal, like a sleeve sponsor, it's difficult, man.
And Adrian is also right. Adrian is also right, when he says if you can't compete financially, let's say, which is okay. What about you can compete with these guys on a sporting level? Why you can invest in your academy, you can invest in your scouting, which is all everything like that, and invest in making sure that you're able to produce a better package in terms of what you're trying to do as well.
No one's telling people to go out there and get Mbappe, but
That's what I'm
out there and get
saying.
go out there and get Yildiz for like, and then pay him like 160K. Like it's not that difficult, bro. Because he's
Yeah,
a young up and coming elite prospect, right? And it's
yeah.
like you're not gonna have to pay him 300K, right?
Mm.
So it's like these guys are not even getting like second tier
I can't
or
lie.
even like
No,
it's
but this
fucking
guy's not even like. So why are we struggling to compete with Aston Villa? You know what I mean? That's facts. You know,
yeah,
no,
man.
I can't. No, that this take, by the way, is not. I actually don't think is logical. That's not a logical take, in my personal opinion. This is like
Do you know how
quite
much money
stupid.
Gibbons is getting paid right now? He's getting paid 120K, bro.
You can, bro.
You know how
In
much
Serie
Palmer's is
A,
getting paid?
bro, these guys are probably getting average wage of like 50 euros, 50k euros, bro. You can feed these guys with 120, bro. They're not asking for that much, man. They're not asking for that much, bro. Get his problem. He was on like,
I believe Palmer makes 10,000 more. Like this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like Gittins, bro. A trash footballer. Him
for
and
me,
Garnacho.
I always say you can raise the rate structure to around about 200k. You can do 200k plus bonuses, right?
200K, bro.
Right, you can hit the max of 200. I think that's fine. Yeah, but to say that you do not have the revenue when you can't even give us a front of shirt sponsor, yeah, we can't even generate
Yeah.
50. Yeah, because either you're being too greedy or the way the guy that's doing negotiations for you is basically rubbish. Right, I think it's kind of out of hand in my personal opinion. And the
You know what
stadium
pisses
stuff.
me off about
Go
this
ahead.
ownership group? Because
Yeah.
everything they said when they bought the club, right? They were heavily critical of Roman. And this is not me defending Roman, bro. But they literally said Roman, oh, he doesn't understand how to do the business side of football. He can't get good sponsorship deals. We can get good sponsorship deals. We can, get us closer to, closing, getting closer to like a stadium expansion and stuff like that. None of that has happened. Because Roman, I don't care if it's a scam company. Just give me a fucking revenue from the company that's coming in to sponsor the deal, right? Yokohama, all these goddamn companies that we didn't like, they're ugly as fuck. But at least they gave us revenue, Like anything, bro. Like these guys are supposed to be these marketing geniuses, right? And we were told after the Club World Cup that we would have like a lined up, like a bunch of sponsors lined up, right, Ahmed?
Yeah.
Like all these Qatari companies, whatever. We were told about Jordan, right? Remember Jordan deal? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So these guys, man, all they do is lie. Like these
So look,
owners are.
because like I'm reading the article just right now, just in general while you were speaking, yeah, and then so that was so. I think he brought up just the first paragraph, but they continue on to say attempting to compete in the same way long term would leave Chelsea vulnerable. In truth, the way of working was already showing signs of strain under Roman Abramovich. While successful in cups, Chelsea league form fluttered significantly. The club last won the Premier League in 2016-17, and across the remaining seasons under Roman, Chelsea averaged a fourth place finish around 25 points off the title pace. In truth, Chelsea have not not okay. Okay, so this is what they say. Yeah, Chelsea understand that knockout competitions like the FA Cup, League Cup, or even the Champions League can be won with favourable draws and timely form. Look at the Club World Cup in the summer, for example, the true litmus test. However, in the league, you cannot fluke a 38-game season. You must become elite. And then they're saying this reality, obviously, drove the decision to commit a full rebuild, lowering the average squad age, restructuring wages, and building a sustainable future while still remaining competitive in the present. Apparently the minimum expectation at Chelsea has not changed, apparently, which is top four minimum and a trophy, apparently. So that's what they're basically saying. Okay, and apparently they believe that much of the rebuilding work has now been completed, according to them.
Again, bro, like every manager they hire, they play a different style. And again, that's kind of very similar to Roman. Like Roman didn't care, right? He would just go out, get a manager, win, then get out. Like that was his policy, right? Which is fine. Like I don't mind that at all. Like hire and fire and like win me trophies. But the thing is, at least get the positions filled in like properly, right? Left wing, you brought two bums for 90 million pounds, right? You got no one at center back. You didn't get a goalkeeper. Like these are positions we've been needing for like 3 years now, So it's like the recruitment, like they don't like understand
Okay,
that like
I
there's
want
no
you to listen. I
self-sufficiency.
want you to hear. This is from the club. Yeah, I need you to hear this. Yeah, chat. If you think, let me know if I'm reading this too fast. Yeah,
Yeah, put it up on the screen so
I
I can see
can't
it.
put this up on screen because it's their
Oh,
article.
you
It's their
can.
article. I want to give
Oh,
them
okay,
respect
okay,
to
okay.
this. Okay. It says everything Chelsea do is framed for the long-term benefit. The club does not want to mortgage its future for short-term optics. This does not mean Chelsea will never sign older players or those without resale value, but such deals must make sense holistically. There is no under 23 rule. There's no under 23 only rule. To date, under sporting leadership, the right opportunity has not yet presented itself. Take Antoine Semenyo as an example. A 65 million fee plus wages exceeding 200k per week would significantly disrupt the wage structure without materially changing Chelsea's performance this season. However, if in the future a player presents the missing piece in a title push, the club would not hesitate to act.
Yeah, that's all bullshit, bro.
Bro, do you know what it basically means, bro? Yeah, unless they think you're like a number one player in the world, they're not gonna go for you. So that's their excuse. If you're not a top three player, we're not willing to go above that wage.
But again, bro, Olise, I think he wanted what 200K,
And they
this
didn't give him
is
that.
he's one of the best wingers in the world, bro. And they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like they just refuse to go that
And the
value.
thing is, bro, they're saying they does not mean we'll never sign older players or those without resale value. But like from what we've seen right now, that's what you've done.
That's what you've done. I think
That
Neto
can't
was a
lie.
surprise because Neto was like an agent buy, right? Like Neto, like when they bought Neto, I know excited and stuff like that. Like so that was a big buy, but it was more of like an agent thing. So I feel like a lot of the big transfers I made, like it goes through agents. That's basically it. Like the big transfers that we make, it goes through agents. So like I think Enzo Fernandez, it was more like Bowley trying to because he liked him at the World Cup. Like so it's either through like an owner or it goes through like agents. But the SDs haven't bought anyone. If you really think about it, like Caicedo they kept bidding and then we got outbid at the last minute and we had to overpay and then the owners had to come in and then all that. So honestly, bro, like this summer, like
This is smelly. This is smelly, bro. I can't lie to you, man. This is a smelly one. I can't lie, man.
the thing is, you can't really read in too much to like what they say, bro. Like these guys, they lie a lot. Like I don't believe anything the owners say, anything, because they
I
haven't
can't
really
lie, man.
And people again want to hype up Bowley like Bowley's good. Like Bowley is a bum. They're all shit, bro. People
I
need to
agree with
understand
this
that.
comment.
He
I agree with
is
that
the
comment too.
chairman. Ahmed, he's the chairman of the board. Okay, they have like 9 decision makers, bro. They all have to approve it. It's a group decision. People act like Bowley's like some like nice guy that's like he's gonna be like some amazing owner, bro. Don't give me that crap. This is the same guy that bought a Sterling, bro.
According to like if you read the article, yeah, if you read the article about recruitment and manager involvement, apparently they've said while he listen to this here, while he did want a centre back, he was unwilling to sanction departures to create space and no suitable option emerged following the pursuit of Dean Huyson. So what are you trying? There's no way you're telling me Moraski said I'm happy to keep Buddy Shield. There's no way you can tell me that, bro. You must be smoking something if you think that's what happened.
I don't even like Moraska, but it's like that's a lie.
That's a lie, bro. What are you talking about?
It's just
No, man, this is crazy. Nah, this is I can't lie, man.
We've been run poorly for like 8 years now. Like I remember, like, and people like have to have this like amazing vision of how Roman's last 8 years or 6 years was.
Roman's, yeah. Once Roman could have come into the UK, man, we
it was
lost
over,
it.
Bro. It was over.
It was over,
like,
man.
Once we started getting guys like Werner and shit, I was like, yeah, this is.
The problem, you
Drink
know what it is,
water.
yeah. So, so many of the strikers that you've brought into the club right now, they're not even like they're volume strikers. They're not is what I like to. You have to create a lot of chances for them to score, right? And like we don't bring in the creators that are necessary to make that happen. Like
No, we don't.
Even though Werner clearly was not good enough, Lukaku like. Lukaku was scoring off 0.1 or 0.2 xg, bro. In his like when he was going on that crazy goal run. If you remember, bro. Do you remember that?
Bro, but the thing is, like, Lukaku never fit Tuchel's system.
I agree with that, but I'm just but at the time when he was scoring goals for us, even at the time, right? He was scoring like on like crazy XG. If that makes sense, that's the point I'm trying to make.
No, but the thing is, Lukaku's problem was never his finishing or his like box movement. The problem with Lukaku is like he never fit what we were trying to do. Like in the beginning, when we started, right? Reece James was overlapping, right wing back, all that stuff, making great crosses.
Nuno's sacked, bro. Nuno's been sacked, by the way, just to let you know.
Nuno?
Yeah, Nuno been sacked, bro.
Who's the manager of? I don't even know.
He just got sacked after the game because they were 1-0 up. No, he's the West Ham manager. He's the West Ham manager. They just played right now. They lost like they were 1-0 up. They were 1-0 up and just lost 2-1. That's crazy, man. He's been sacked twice in the season, bro. One in pre-season and one in regular season. Bro, we've had like 3 managers sacked in like in the space of like 6 days.
Bro, I'm loving the EPL right now. Their second managers like this reminds me of the Brazilian league, bro. They second managers like the right.
You know what it is though? I'll be honest, man. Barring like one team, yeah, everyone else in the league is not happy, bro. They're not happy with the way they're playing. They're not happy with the way
they want to flat out, bro. If you look at Liverpool Twitter, they want to.
No, I'm talking about the whole, bro. You know what's funny? I was speaking to like I was listening to the podcast again. That podcast I was talking about, bro. If you really think about it, bro, no one is happy with their manager, bro. Brighton are doing shit. Everyone is doing shit,
Emery,
bro.
Right? It's probably just Emery at Aston Villa.
You could probably Emery and Arteta realistically because they're like there, and even Guardiola to an extent, right?
Yeah,
other than that, bro. Everyone else in the league, bro. Oh, and the Sunderland manager as well. Sunderland as well. Realistically, Sunderland as well because, like, obviously they're doing really well. Leeds as well.
Palace, bro. Crystal Palace. Just the other day they were like up in there, and now they're like, oh,
bro. If you're like, bro, maybe like part in 4 or 5 teams. Everyone else, bro, they hate them. They hate the team. And go ahead.
Can you bring up the EPL table? It's so like it's like from like 4th to like 15th or 14th is like
it's like a 3 to 4 point difference. I know. Listen, the table like it makes it look like the league has never been more more competitive.
It's so bad, bro. Like,
but like if you talk to a lot of everyone else, a lot of these guys' teams, bro, they do not like the way their teams are playing. So it's just like, what's going on, bro? Bro, this is it's the richest league in the world, yeah. But at the same time, bro, people are complaining about just how bad the league is.
Look at that.
Let's go like this, because I think this is better, yeah. You see this, yeah. Look from Liverpool. You have to do it for Liverpool, yeah. So Liverpool's 4th, yeah. 34 points, yeah. And realistically, let's go up to the 10-point mark, yeah, which will be around about 15th. There is only a 10-point free. There's only like basically a 3-game swing. There's a 3-game swing, basically.
11 positions. Bro, just from us to 14th is 3 points.
My God. Bro, this is mad, No, this is crazy. This is crazy, bro.
It's trash, bro. It's trash. The thing is, it's still the best league in the world, but it's still trash.
Yeah, yo, the top 6, man. Do you know what it is, man? The top 6, or like in general, they have fallen, bro. That position in terms of footballing wise, and the quality of the top 6 has dramatically fallen, bro. That's the problem.
Bad, bro. It's bad. Back in the day, like the top 5 were extremely strong, bro, and we'd always make it like very far in the Champions League. The middle teams were crap, like they were easy, but like the top teams, like they were elite. They would always compete, in Europe. Like they were, like from about 2004 to about 2000, I'd say 13 or so. Like the EPL was insane. But then after that, it started getting worse. After Wenger started becoming this whole like, oh, let's do this whole youth thing. It didn't work, and then Alex Ferguson left, and it just became shit afterwards. So yeah, the league right now it's not good, man. But we'll see what happens. I feel like I don't think we're gonna do anything in January, by the way. So don't expect any transfer activity. I think the only
I don't
thing
know.
that
Like maybe me. Listen,
I don't know.
listen. The only thing I can say is literally that maybe maybe not. Depends really.
Maybe like a loan recall, but I don't know, man. Like the thing is, like I don't know what formation Liam's gonna play. Like, is he gonna play a 3 at the back? Is he gonna play 4-3-3? But
All right, let's bring this up. Before we get to that, I want to bring up this fan survey. I think it's very important that we should look at this fan survey. Yeah.
Right.
So this is the fan survey right now. Yeah, that was done by the Chelsea Supporters Trust. So this is question 1. Yeah. Overall confidence. How confident are you that Chelsea FC is currently being run in a way that will deliver sustainable on-pitch success over the next 3 to 5 years? Very confident, 1.3%. Somewhat confident, 6.4%. So essentially, that is just under 8%, basically. Yeah, just under 8%. Yeah, believe that they are confident enough to say that something's gonna happen for us. Neither confident or unconfident is 10%. You've then got somewhat unconfident, 30%, and over 50%, 52.5%, very unconfident. All right, question 2, ownership decision making. How much confidence do you have in the ownership group's football related decision making? 0.78, a great deal, a fair amount of confidence, 3.7, neutral, 5.8, not very much confident, 36.9, and not confident at no confidence at all, 53.7%. Sporting structure. Which statement best reflects your view on Chelsea FC's current sporting structure? Example: sporting directors, relationship with head coach. Bold structure and effective, 1%. Generally sound, needs improving, 9%. Neutral, 4%. Significant weakness, 42.69%. No, not fit for purpose, 43.2%. So that's basically well over 80. That'll be 85.89% that are basically not confident at all. Leadership planning. To what extent do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Chelsea FC currently demonstrates a clear, effective plan for its football leadership, including head coach appointments and succession. Tend to disagree, strongly disagree. So you've got a basic combination of around about 67 plus 21 is 88. Basically 90% are basically saying no chance. This is bad, by the way. They're cooking them. That was pretty much the vast majority of them. The other ones are pretty average, but again, clearly there's no Sorry?
The thing is, right, like I don't think Bali and the ownership group care, bro. Like after that article where they're like, "Oh, I don't give a damn about Strasbourg."
But I feel like Strasbourg, I feel like for me, Strasbourg feels like it's the under-21s to them, bro. That's like their training ground. They don't care about that. But like Chelsea's their main value.
It was like, "Oh, I don't care about the fans." Like it was like, "I don't care about the fans."
I don't know if you've heard what they've done with the fans, by the way. So I don't know if you know this. Yeah. What's it called? So the Bluecoat Ultras, or the Bluecoat Out guys, or the Strasbourg Ultras. I don't think they're allowed to bring in the Bluecoat Out banners anymore to the stadium. They've been told you're not allowed to do that at all. And I don't think they've been also told that they're not allowed to stand. You know, like how they don't watch the football and just watch the wall. They've been told they can't do that anymore as well. So they basically stripped them of all rights, forms of protest rights at the stadium.
That sucks.
So they basically fucked them. So they can't even do anything at all.
Nope. And it's crazy because in France, like they're crazy, bro. Like they'll burn the stadium to the ground. You remember what they did to Neymar's house? Like the fans there don't give a fuck, bro.
It's crazy though, you know what I mean? Like that for me is very crazy, bro.
Bro, just their president saying that he wanted to keep Liam, and then Iqbal's like, I don't care. I don't care about what you think. Like, is he still at the job? Does he still have the job?
Well,
Or did he
currently, right
resign?
now he is. Right now he is. Like, I don't know if he's
Oh,
resigned yet or not.
that's crazy, bro. Yeah, man. I don't really see a change, man. I think we just have to get lucky that this guy's a good manager and like does something. Maybe scam a cup, and then we'll be here next season. Sack him, bring in someone new, keep moving. Again, I don't really do the whole like stability thing. For me, just give me a trophy and then you can leave. I don't really care, honestly. We've won with worse coaches, like some shit coaches before. So we'll see what happens if this guy is any good. Just play it like a simple formation, man. Like stop doing this whole like try to overcomplicate football, man. It's not that complicated, you know.
Yeah, I just want to put a point out here real quickly. Seniac, stay off whatever drug you're using. And it's definitely not weed that you're using. I don't know what type of drug that you use. But that's a very strong drug that you're using there, buddy. So
I mean, we're getting number 3, bro. We're getting number 3.
we are not getting number 3. Let's keep it real, bro. Let's keep it real.
Respect CNEC.
We cannot respect CNEC on that one. That's a all respect. Rosenior was told to win a CFC ACL. No chance he got told to. He just told him to get. He just got told basically to make top 4, and he can do that, bro. But listen, what are your thoughts about tomorrow?
Who we play tomorrow? Fulham.
Fulham. We play Fulham. Literally, like 2 minutes away from each other.
Yeah, I think we can win that game. I think hopefully we get like a managerial bounce and can get on a run. Again, like a lot of the games that we lost in like the last 7 games, like the 1-7, that wasn't good enough, man. Like people that think that Maresca should have stayed, like it's not like we were playing good football, As much as people don't like the owners, and I don't like the owners and the SDs, but it's like this is a sackable offense. Again, you might not agree with the manager they brought in to replace him. I don't. I would have loved someone like with a winning mentality, but this was unacceptable. He would have been sacked under the previous ownership as well. So hopefully, we can get on a run and then see what happens. McFarland, he did. Second half we were cooking, man. We were cooking. So I would have kept him for a little bit longer, see what he does. Play some, free flowing football. Try to like stop with this whole fucking being super tactical shit. Simplify it a little bit and just let the players play. It's not like we were doing anything anyways. Like we weren't good attacking wise, right? Under Maresca, people want to like do this whole thing like we were building up play and shit. Like we weren't doing anything, man. We were terrible to watch. Gusto was playing in the 10. Like it was disgusting. Like you're gonna have Gusto like actually like play well now, because if he's gonna be overlapping on it, he's not gonna be playing in midfield, bro. This fucking hipster shit.
I think he's gonna be simplified, bro. Listen, he's like, and yeah, I think you need to simplify his game, and you've done that now. I look forward to it, bro.
Just simplify this shit, bro. Put fullbacks in the fullbacks position, put wingers in the wing positions, and just simplify this shit. I don't want to fucking see like some complicated shit, man. Like I don't understand why managers do this shit. Like they want to be like this mastermind and like tactician and be like the smartest guy in the room. I don't care about that. Just give me results, bro. Like, just give me results.
The thing is, I don't know, bro. I don't think the results can get worse. I don't think the results can get.
It was not like we were doing good.
The problem is, like, again, I had not realized how bad our form was, by the way. Yeah, because like I was thinking, because like if you combine our results in general, we had like 1 win in 10, bro. At one point in time,
bro, we haven't played like I can't even like. Can you tell me 5 good games we've had this season? Like you could probably put like Barcelona game. We played well against Arsenal, like, but like 95% of the games were unwatchable. Ahmed. I don't know about you. You probably have a better memory than I do, but like I can't even name more than 5 games we played well this season. Like we just even the games that we won, we like scammed a lot of those wins. So it's like people acting like we were playing good football. We weren't playing good football.
No. I hear what you mean, EE, but I think sometimes, bro, when you leave one environment the way you've not been doing and you switch to another one, it's sometimes very beneficial.
Yeah, Yeah. The thing is, like, managing, you never know, bro. Like, if they implement a simple system, the players buy into it, they get on a run, and we could probably do something. You know, I'm not saying this guy is going to change a lot, but if he can at least get the attack working on it, like, cool, bro. Because right now nothing's working, man. The defense is shit. The attack is not good. You know, and you can even see in the game. I don't know if you saw the commentators say, "Why are we crossing into the box? Why are we crossing into the box?" Like the guy from the Chelsea commentator, he's like, "Why are we doing this fun? Just cross it into the box, cross it into." Like he was getting frustrated, man. Because it's
because like there were times where we just hold
on to possession for too long, bro.
We hold on to it too long, bro. It was too long.
This positional bullshit that we like that like a lot of these managers like to do, bro. Like keep the ball, don't lose possession. And then we have to build out through our center backs, bro. Again, like I said in the chat on it, let's build out through our midfield, bro.
You can't build it over defense. You can't do that about defense, yeah.
Andre Santos is getting the ball and like moving upfield, bro. We have to like get the midfielders.
But I agree with you. I agree with you to an extent, EU. But I think the manager did not help himself because he didn't put these guys in situations that I think are a lot more easier for them to understand. I think, for example, Delap was barely getting any opportunities to eat. Let's keep it real. Like with him, I'm very like we can be critical about Delap's hold-up play and everything, but in terms of chance creation, he was barely getting any chances, bro. He would probably get like a chance a game.
We need to find a way to become more of a transition team. Like I know it's harder because we play like a lot of small teams. They want to like do low block and stuff. But in most games, we have to try to become a little bit more transitional.
I think if you said both Neto and Garnacho, I agree with you. By the way, I agree with you that we see it. With Neto, I'm not a big fan of Neto Garnacho, but I think with our strikers, right, I'm a bit more lenient on them because I feel like with them, it's more so the thing of they're not getting chances, bro. A lot of our big, if you look at the biggest chances created, we've got the second biggest chances created. But again, who are they for? Our fullbacks or our wingers are basically creating the vast majority of our chances plus Enzo Fernandez, bro. Right? It's not to our strikers, bro.
Yeah. I mean, we have to hope Palmer gets back into form as well because you know, he's come back now. It's about time that he starts like delivering as well. Like he was a horrible last game. He was awful, you know. And hopefully he gets back into form. And again, I never criticize Palmer because he's one of those players, Ahmed. Like he can do something special at any moment in the game that like no one else can do in the world. So it's like he's the type of player that I'm like, all right, listen. You can have a bad game, but I know you're going to have like 2 moments in the game, Ahmed, that you're going to do something so crazy, you know what I'm saying, that no one else in the field can do. So yeah, man, I think, honestly, bro, I think if we simplify the system a little bit, attack through the middle centrally, have like a build-up play from the midfield a little bit, not the center backs, because we don't have ball-playing center backs. So you saw last game, right?
I agree, but we've known this for the longest time. I think the manager knows this, and we knew this, right? And if you look at the way we were like Chalobah's got passing him, let's be honest, right? I think the only guy that is able to do it at times has been Tosin, right? And again, Tosin's rubbish, bro.
He's trash, yeah.
He's trash, right? Fofana too can maybe do it, but he's not really. That's not really what he's known for.
You see how deep Andre Santos was dropping last game. He was literally getting the ball from the goalkeeper.
Like, listen, I love to cook at Chempong. I know a lot of people love to cook at not me, so I should say, because like I'm a big fan of him. But the reason why he has to sometimes drive the ball is because the ball needs to be pushed forward, and so he probably takes a lot more responsibility in pushing the ball forward. Even though I know I'm critical of him losing the ball, but I understand at least why he does it.
He tries things. The thing is, I prefer a player, Ahmed, that tries things than players that are trash and don't try anything.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Biden Shield will pass the ball literally to an opposition player. Like, he'll be under no pressure, and then he'll just pass it right to the guy. And it's like, why are we building up through our center backs and not progress the ball? I would rather have Reece James or Andre Santos or Caicedo, whoever it is, get the ball through the middle, progress it upfield, and we try to progress the ball that way because that'll like reduce a lot of the mistakes. And right now we have like center backs that try to like pretend like they have good like ball playing skills and stuff, and you can notice all the goals we concede are through the center backs passing it to an opposition player, or doing something stupid with the ball, bro. Like 80% of our goals that we can see is like that. It's either Chalaba or it's Body Shield or it's Tosin, even Josh. So it's like if you're gonna do that, pass it through the middle, get like either have Reece James drop into like as almost like a DM CCB, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just have him like facilitate the ball, attack centrally, and do it that way. I think that would work a lot better than trying to build out through our center backs like we do now, man. Like it's not working. Try something different. Like what was Maresca's plan B, bro? We never did anything. It was always the same shit. I could predict every single lineup he would put out. It was so predictable. And then his in-game management was trash because all the players he would bring on were like made us worse in game. And none of this in-game management ever improved us during the game, bro. It was always shit. And then this McFarland dude comes in. he brings in the lap. He changes the game, right? Because he was making runs. As soon as the lap came on, right, he was driving the ball upfield, right? And it felt like we were seeing the lap from Ipswich because he was ball carrying, right? We saw, a lot of things change. He took Esteban out, and we looked a lot more fluid. We looked a lot better. So, Gusto was overlapping, and we were doing something, Overlap the fullbacks. Stop this fucking midfield shit, bro. Overlap the fullbacks.
And please, for God's sake, let's not get Neto and Garnacho in 1v1 positions because they can't do it, bro.
Bro, just put him as a left wing back, bro. If you're gonna go 3-4-3, just put him left wing back.
It's got to be Gusto on one side and then Thingy on the other side. And I think
Kukurea,
it's got to be Kukurea and Reece James have to be the one of the centre backs, by the way, in my personal opinion. Either the LCB and RCB can go to either one.
Has to be, bro. Like, if it's 3-4-3, if it's 4-3-3, then, Reece James is the right back and then Fofana, etc. And then you're getting Santos. Like, again, I think it should be a variation of 4-3-3 and 3-4-1-2 or 3-4-2-1. Some variation of that. I think that could change it a little bit.
I think that's good though, because I think for me, Gusto overlapping is fine. Gusto can put in a cross. I'll be honest with you, he can do that. It's just that I think for me, we've seen it in this game. We've seen it in a lot of other games. He can do that, bro. He has the ability to do it. I think City didn't follow Delap as much as other people do, and that's why he had so much time and space to receive the ball and carry it also. That's fair enough.
Every big game that we played well in, Gusto was overlapping. PSG, who was the best player on the field? It was Palmer and Gusto, bro. Gusto literally made Nuno Mendes' life a living hell. Like, he dominated him in that final. And he couldn't keep up with them. Right? Because he provided up Palmer with that overlap. And Maresca's system was so fucking boring to watch because it was just the side-to-side bullshit that I was watching from Tuchel, man.
The problem with him was always and has always been that I think Maresca, because he never trusted our centre backs too much, he, at least in his opinion, or at least for him, that's why he was trying to do everything, by the way.
No, but again, if you don't trust your center backs, don't build out through your center backs. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, bro, midfielders built out from the back. The center backs are trash on the ball, Ahmed. They could not pass, bro.
Exactly.
Like, center backs could not pass back in the day. So they would get the freaking DM. He would get the ball. He would drive it upfield. You would either play 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-2, right? And they would literally drive the ball upfield. Now it's like, we have to progress out through the center backs, all this fucking new school shit that people want to do. And I'm just like, bro, if you don't have the center backs to build out from the back, build out through the midfield. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see my midfielders touch the ball 100 times. Like back when Busquets had the ball, right? For Barcelona, they had all these great, engineers in the midfield. I'm not saying that we have that. But what I'm saying is, like, that's how football used to be played, right? So I don't understand why it can't be played like that today. You see all these managers trying to do the whole thing like, we have to progress with our center backs. And it's like, I don't want to see Tosin progress the ball, Ahmed. I don't want to see freaking Body Shield progress the ball up field.
I just personally didn't want to see Tosin on the team.
Bro, I don't want to see Jehovah's.
Genuinely, Tosin and Body Shield, I would really not want to see them play pass again. Genuinely, I don't think they're good enough, man.
I don't want to see Chalaba trying to do tricks and shit. Just fucking pass it to the midfielder and let him drive upfield, bro. Like, I don't want to see this flashy shit from our center backs, bro. I don't. For the love of God, bro. Like, it's disgusting.
Yeah, we can't do that.
So much.
Yeah, it is what it is. But listen, guys, we are gonna end it here. Hope you all do well. Hope you enjoy yourselves. You can catch me tomorrow in Casually FC after the game. Hopefully we win because I would like to win tomorrow. I'm pretty sure you guys would like a win too. But it is what it is. We move. As always, I always say Tuchel out. So let's end it on Tuchel out, please. And